Hello and welcome to another video. It's good to have you along. It's hot outside and hot in here and I'm sweating like a pig. Today I'm taking a look at this, but I'll be right back to tell you more about it. Alright, so welcome back. Today I'm taking a look at the MXR GT OD. GT? Gin and tonic? No, if it was gin and tonic I wouldn't have bought it because I'm more of a beer drinker. Someone say beer? Beer! 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 That was weird. The voices in my head actually entered the video. Well, speaking of that, I actually have a song called The Voices in My Head. Go check it out on YouTube. Anyway, so I'm checking out the GT OD by MXR. That's lots of letters. I was about to say numbers because I confused those two because I'm a slightly stupid rocker. But here's the pedal. It's green. I haven't done any reading on this. I haven't checked any demos or reviews on this beforehand because I didn't want to know what kind of a pedal it is other than it's an overdrive. It has 3 buttons: tone, gain and output, but I didn't want to know if it's a Tube Screamer clone or something else because I didn't want to have any kind of preconceived notions. I'll get this hooked up and then we'll just see what it sounds like. There again I said see what it sounds like. Yes, well, we'll hear what it sounds like in a second. Alright, before I get started, what else do I have going here? I have a custom Strat with a mahogany body with Seymour Duncan YJM pickups going into a Marshall 50 watt plexi head, which goes into a Marshall cab. Apart from the MXR, I have a noise gate because I also have the Fender Yngwie mount drive just as a kind of reference. So you need the gates because otherwise it sounds like that. And then I also have delay. And that's about it. So I take the volume down a bit with a volume pot that's in the loop. Anyway, here's my clean sound. And here's the reference sound, the Fender Yngwie Malmsteen Overdrive. So that's basically my sound, the thing that I'm normally after. So it's a reference point for me, partly, and also for you, in case you're not familiar with this channel. Okay, so next, the MXR, which I haven't hooked up to the power. Okay, so here's the MXR. Everything is set to 12. I have the noise gate off, so we can hear how much noise it makes when I turn it on. Just as a reminder, here's my clean tone. And here's the MXR. Straight away there is a bit of noise, so I'll turn the noise gate on. But this sounds very nice. A bit darker than the Fender Yngwie Overdrive, but the great thing about this pedal is that it has a tone knob so you can slightly manipulate that according to taste or need. The Fender doesn't. It's just, that's basically the way it is. Okay, so I'll put tone from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock and also drive to 3 o'clock. So now it sounds like this. Okay, so it also cleans up rather nicely when you use the tone, no, not the tone pot, but the volume pot. The one that's not called the tone, the other one, you know which one I mean. Yeah, so I'll add a bit more to the tone and I'll put outputs on 3 o'clock as well to see how that changes things. So now I have tone on full and output and drive, or rather it says gain, on 3 o'clock. Okay, I'll go back and forth with the Yngwie Overdrive. I'll add drive and output on the GT, on the MXR GT OD. And I'll go back and forth between that and the Yngwie Overdrive to compare just how, because the Yngwie Overdrive is rather extreme, so let's see what the GT OD does when it's rather extreme. So first, the GT OD. The Fender. Okay, so the GT OD, actually, I like it a lot. It sounds very good, but it's not quite up there with the Fender for me. It's even with the tone all the way up at full, it still lacks a bit of that clarity that I want. Difficult to say. Yeah, but it sounds very nice, and I'll take back the gain and output quite a bit to see what it does more as a kind of a crunchy breakfast cereal thing. Okay, so now I have it set at output at 12 and gain at 9 o'clock, so there's not a lot of gain going on. It's still making a lot of it's still making a lot of noise, so I have to keep the noise gate turned on. Here's the clean. Sounds very nice. I still have the tone all the way up because, yeah, well, it still has a lot of drive going on, so I'll take drive all the way down, tone back to 12 o'clock and see what that does. Okay, tone and output on 12 o'clock and gain on 0. Oh, and here's the clean. Okay, so I'll add a bit to the output, so it just pushes the amp a bit. So now output is at 3 o'clock. It sounds very good. I like it, but still not not really, it doesn't tick every box for me. But it's definitely something worth checking out if you're in the market for an overdrive, and it doesn't sound harsh. It sounds very pleasant, and it still manages to scream, so that's nice. You have quite a lot of flexibility considering there's only 3 knobs. Had quite a lot of gain going on when you maxed it out, which is nice. I like a broad spectrum, kind of. Now, my problem, for instance, with a tube screamer is that I can't get enough gain from that just by itself, so I need something else. But this, you could definitely kind of, you definitely get enough gain. It's not what's wrong with me today. Yeah, but still, sound-wise, my preference is the Yngwie Malmsteen Overdrive. But that's a totally subjective sound issue thing. The MXR is built like an MXR, so it's well made and everything's in order, so you can definitely check that out. Yeah, I am getting a slightly kind of tube screamer type vibe from it. That might just be the green casing. Like I said, I haven't read anything about this. I think I will before I edit the video. But that was all I have for you today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please press like. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Feel free to comment. And hey, support me on Patreon. It helps me make more of these videos because I bought this pedal. And I've basically bought almost everything that I reviewed, just so you get an honest review. So, support me on Patreon, helps to make more of these videos. And, yeah, take care, hope to see you in another one. I'll end with a bit of playing on the MXR GT OD. Everything back on full!